Hey there, if you haven't noticed, I love to eat, and today I'm going to be sharing some fantastic tips that will help you stretch your out-to-eat budget further, allowing you to enjoy your favorite places that much more. Hey there, it's Brad Nelson with Balance Sense Financial Coaching, bringing you more tips today to help you save money and pay off debt so that you too can melt away your financial stress and live a debt-free life. Hey, we are turning our focus to saving money, and every week we are going to be tackling a new way to save on things that you're already spending money on. How cool is that, right? Pretty easy tips. And by taking action and doing some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about here in this series, you can build your very first emergency fund, heck, maybe even pay down some of those credit cards and the other debt that you have. Now, the next tip we're sharing is how to save hundreds of dollars on eating out. Now, first, I want to drop this statistic on you. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, Americans spend on average $3,000 a year on going out to eat. That comes out to $250 per month. About $8.21 a day. Now, that's a lot of money. And remember, that's just the average. That means that some people are obviously spending less, and some people are spending a lot more. And trust me, I've seen those budgets come through, and it's crazy what some people spend on going out to eat. Now, the point of this post is not to tell you to stop eating out altogether, but instead, let's eat out with a plan. And let's certainly make sure that we aren't going into debt to fund our eating out habits. I mean, heck, nothing like eating your food now and paying high interest on it for months and years to come. Eating out also shouldn't be stopping you from saving money and paying off your debts. So here are some quick ways to plan and save on eating out right now, and you can start today. Number one, simple, set an amount. Now, eating out is by far the biggest budget buster for many people. Why? Well, because they don't have a plan. So they just spend and swipe cards, and they wonder why things just don't ever work out for them and they run out of money. But that's going to end today. So just decide how much money you want to spend on eating out each and every single month and just stick to that amount. Now, you might say, well, how much do I start out with, Brad? Well, just take a good guesstimate and based on your eating out habits right now, all right? Just take a guess, and then we'll just kind of learn as we go. Seriously, what's the worst that's going to happen? You're either going to budget too much money and you have money left over, or you didn't budget enough and you just can't eat out the rest of the month. Either way, it's not life or death. So just pick a reasonable amount and just stick to that amount for this upcoming month. Number two is meal plan. Now, I'm not talking about meal planning at home, although that's an important step too, and it's also a huge money saver. And if you have a plan for this money, you'll be surprised at how much further you can stretch it. Number three is look for deals. So now that you have an amount and somewhat of a good plan for the month coming up as to when you're gonna go out to eat, now you can start looking for the best deals, discount cards, and coupons at your favorite places so you can stretch that budget even further. Now, we regularly get coupons in the mail, online, and we definitely know our favorite places and when they offer those best specials and prices. Now, if you've got kids, you probably know this already, but hey, did you know that many kids can eat free on certain days? So take advantage of those days when you plan your month. Number four is don't go hungry, and this is an easy one, but eat a snack before you go. You're gonna be less hungry when you arrive, and you won't be tempted to order too much food because your eyes are bigger than your stomach. Openly admit, it's a huge problem for me, which ultimately, this probably drains your wallet even that much further. Number five is what are your specials? So when you sit down, ask what the specials are for food and drink. Now, I love to have a few beers or cocktails, but when we go out to eat, I want to make sure that we get the best deals. I'm not willing to spend my retirement on a beer or a cocktail. So I only order off of what's on the happy hour or drink specials list for the most part. When it comes to specials on food, you could potentially save even more by just taking advantage of the daily specials that they're offering that day. Number six, sharing is caring. Now, admittedly, I used to hate sharing my meal when my wife and I first started dating. I hated it. But that all changed when she actually showed me that it saves us a ton of money. Now, many times we will now just order one small appetizer and we will share the main meal because the serving sizes are freaking ginormous at most restaurants. And it saves a ton of cash and it stretches out that budget even more, allowing us to go out to eat that much more often. So with just a few simple changes and spending just a little time on some of this stuff, you can save yourself tons of money, freeing up cash to save your first emergency fund and pay down your debt. Hey, if you liked today's YouTube video, give us a big thumbs up. And if you're new, hey, subscribe to our channel for more tips to save money and pay off debt and to learn how to live a happier and stress-free financial life.